able for our opening song, Weave.
Weave us together, weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love. We are many textures, we are many colors, each one different from the other. We are entwined with one another in one great tapestry. Weave us together, weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love. We are different instruments playing our own melodies, each one tuning to a different key. We are all playing in harmony in one great symphony. Weave us together, weave us together, unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love. Moment ago, still we did not know our unity, only diversity. Now the Christ in me greets the Christ in me, in one great family. Weave us together, weave us together, unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love.
Oh, so beautiful. And with that, it's time for a good prayer. Thank you, Steve.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Steve Cleverly. It is my honor and privilege and pleasure to be your prayer chaplain on duty today. And I want to welcome all of you that are here in the sanctuary, those that are joining us on live stream and later this week on YouTube and Facebook. And to anyone that is here for the first time, a special welcome. Thank you for being here with us. And during the service, if you're comfortable, we'd like to get to know more a little bit about you. If you would join me, and if you're comfortable in closing your eyes and doing our opening prayer, find that spot in you, that center in that God spark that is in all of us. And may these words be your words. Today, let me surrender my attachment to difficulty and see a higher reality. Let me surrender to the divine calm of my true nature. Today, I accept perfect timing for all good things. Today, I set my intention and accept divine flow in my life. I direct my life through Spirit. That which I desire is made manifest through my belief and faith in God. I am open, receptive, and available to receive my good. I feel it, and I accept it now. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Steve. It's my honor to welcome you, and I'm Reverend Gary Kanye, and unity is a spiritual community that fosters personal transformation for healing, for wholeness, and for an intimate connection with the divine. We do this through affirmative prayer and meditation that opens us to realize our oneness with God. Unity believes that all people are equal and divine without exception. And unity provides a safe place where we can explore our spiritual journey just as we are. Unity honors the light that lives in all religious and spiritual traditions. For we know that light shining through every stained glass window, through every mosque, dome, through every temple or cathedral or church tent is the same light shining in us, and we call that light God. We know that what we experience is based on what we imagine, on what we believe, on what we say. And when we say what we believe with gusto, it ignites a powerful force in the universe. So let's say this great truth with gusto together. There is only one presence, one power, active in my life and in the universe, God, the good, omnipotent. I need to change that. Omnipotence. God, the good, omnipotence. And with that, I ask Steve to come back up here and guide us in the daily word affirmation.
Our daily word today, Our daily word today is joy. And if you will repeat with me 3 times the affirmation for that, and together, I feel joyous as I celebrate life. I feel joyous as I celebrate life. I feel joyous as I celebrate life.
And I ask that we silence our cell phones, our smartwatches. They'll get their messages as we're getting ours.
Okay, our mission. This is what drives us towards our vision. And if you will repeat with me our mission, acknowledging the divine within, we welcome and empower all through fellowship, education, and service to our community and the world.
And as we embody our core values, we are in the presence of our vision and mission. Our value today is positive. Let's read this affirmation together. I think positive thoughts and speak positive words.
Our Sacred Service volunteers of the week are John Bergman, Mike Thalen, John Nonamaker, Lancine Justin, Gary Kanye, and Pete Thomas. They have been working diligently on painting our patio cover. We need to give them a big hand and hold them in the light. And if we can, through this next week, remember these fine people and just hold them in the light and keep them lifted.
Beautiful. And we have a sacred service opportunity. Lauren's been doing a lot of work in our landscaping, and we're forming a landscaping team. So anyone who wants to add their energy to this team in their creative ideas and determining the ongoing process of our beautiful campus, please see Lauren Frederico. She welcomes your thoughts and ideas and your energy. So see Lauren after the service and join that team.
Rosemary Star, this is our Helping Hand program, which has been hugely successful. We had a good success story earlier this week with someone that needed some help.
That's
but
right.
Right now we've got a need. Rosemary Starr is seeking a teaching position in New Braunfels, San Marcos area. She is looking at social studies, English, or ESL, which is English Second Language. Any helpful information, please refer to Reverend Gary. And like I say, you may not know somebody, but you may know somebody that knows somebody that could help.
That's right. And do we have any May birthdays? If there's anyone with a May birthday, would you stand so we can honor you as we, let's just give them that good song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And many more, and anyone everyone online. If you have a birthday in May, we celebrate you, and may all of you just reap the joys of another great year of life. And our first Sunday is Diversity Sunday. And in that, we highlight some of the things happening this month. We always start with our own. The wonderful book by co-founder Charles Fillmore, The 12 Powers of Man, outlines 12 powers, 12 faculties. And May is the power of power, that wonderful essence within us. The color is purple, hence the purple. The disciple is Philip. The location is the throat, where a lot of power comes from. And what we say, it's the ability to master, to have dominion and control. So let's remember that this is the month of our power and explore those ideas in our life.
Okay, May 1st is Beltane, which is a Wiccan observation. Beltane is a celebration that falls midway between the spring equinox and the summer solstice. It honors spring at its peak and the coming summer. The celebration is embraced by Wiccans who light bonfires, dance, and perform rituals on the occasion, including the maypole.
And today, May 5th, is Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Yes, honors the defeat of the French army during the Battle of Puebla in Mexico in May 5th, 1862. It is seen as a day to celebrate the culture and achievements and experience of people with Mexican background who live in the United States. And it is our honor to have our Mexican experience here in Texas and for our talk today. So let's remember this today.
Margaritas at potluck, right?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Depends on what people brought.
Okay, May 8th, Buddha Day commemorates the birth, enlightenment, and death of Gautama Buddha in the Theravada, or Southern tradition. It is the most significant day for Buddhists worldwide. Observe with prayers, meditation, and acts of charity.
And May 10th is Ascension Day. Ascension Day, this is a Christian holiday, observes precisely 40 days after Easter, when Christians believe Jesus ascended to heaven.
May 12th, Mother's Day, celebrates the motherhood, and it is time to appreciate mothers and mother figures. Many people give gifts, cards, flowers, candy, and a meal in a restaurant or other treats to their mother and mother figures, including grandmothers, great-grandmothers, stepmothers, and foster mothers. And I just have to say one thing about this. I don't know why it is on Mother's Day they expect us to take them out to restaurants. On Father's Day, we got a barbecue.
What's fair is fair. And we have this special treat of having Reverend Sandra von Gillenband giving the talk on Mother's Day, and she's going to talk about the mothers of the Bible. It'll be a good Sunday next Sunday. And Memorial Day on the 30th commemorates all the men and women who have died in military service for the United States. Many people visit cemeteries and memorials on Memorial Day, and it's traditionally seen as the start of the summer season. So as we go through this month, let's remember these and any other observances, because we are all one, and with that, we celebrate. Yes.
Just, you forgot one. It is actually recognized and by virtually every religious people of all various religions and around all countries. It was yesterday. It was May 4th, Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you.
Thank you for that remembrance.
Yes. Next year, I'd like to see that on this May calendar, okay?
All right, I think it's a good time for a congregational song. And in honor of our Cinco de Mayo, we have a beautiful message here. So if you're able, let's stand and let's sing along. And we repeat the chorus many times. So if you don't get it on the first time around, you have many other times to work out that Spanish.
Somos el barco, somos el mar, yo navego en ti, tú navegas en mí. We are the boat, we are the sea, I sail in you sail in me. The stream sings it to the river, and the river sings it to the sea. The sea sings it to the boat that carries you and me. Somos el barco, somos el mar, yo navego en ti, tú navegas en mí. We are the boat, we are the sea, I sail in you sail in me. So with our hopes we set the sails and face the winds once more, and with our hearts we chart the water, never sailed before. We el barco, somos el mar, yo navego en ti, tú navegas en mí. We are the boat, we are the sea, I sail in you, you sail in me. The sea that connects us all throughout time and space gathers us together, surrounding us with grace. Somos el barco, somos el mar, yo navego en ti, tú navegas en mí. We are the boat, we are the sea, I sail in you, you sail in me.
Thank you. Well, it is Cinco de Mayo. And when I realized that in preparation for this talk, prior to that, I was like, what am I going to talk about? It could be prayer. And then I realized it was Cinco de Mayo. And with that, I knew what Cinco de Mayo meant. I knew what the history was. But what I asked myself was, what is it about the Mexican people that I love? I've been to Mexico many times, and family is so important, and festivity and color and reasons to get together for music and for food. And I thought, wow, that sounds like community. Today could be Cinco de Mayo celebrating community. And then I came upon a passage I read from a professor of neuroscience at the Universidad de Monterrey. And her name is Nicole Fuentes. And in it, she describes a wonderful aspect of the Mexican people. Quote, Mexicans are overachievers in production of happiness. The Mexican recipe for happiness includes a large dose of social contact. Lots of social bonding, talking, laughing, joking. Families eat together, often including grandparents, sons, daughters, in-laws, grandchildren, cousins, etc. Friends at work eat together almost every day. Together is anything is an excuse for people to get together to watch soccer, football, barbecue with family and friends, and there's always music and beer and lots of jokes. Their keys to happiness are spending less time alone, laughing more, finding happiness in the little things, not glorifying being busy all the time, being humble and growing their circle of friends. Their happiness gets amplified when we're surrounded by people. These are wise words, and it makes me want to be Mexican because I want happiness. And one of the things that we can honor is the fact we are standing once on Mexican ground. And this very ground also became a republic. And in that, we can stand in these principles and these values of community. And here we are today as contemporary Texans, opening ourselves to the community at large, the community right here and the community everywhere around us. So thank you, Nicole, for that. It's special when we can come upon wise words. And there are many wise words in our scripture. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 23. Peace be to the whole community and love with faith from God. So when we identify that we are one with others, we've found a tribe, we found a family, we found an extended group, and in that, we get to experience all the many reflections of God through everyone. In our oneness with each other, we are one in God. And that is celebrating community. Mitch Albom is a wonderful author. I love his books. And here he says, the way you get meaning into your life is to devote yourself to loving others. Devote yourself to your community around you. Devote yourself to creating something that gives you purpose and meaning. I have wonderful communities. There's a community that calls every morning at 7:50 as we, at 8 o'clock, read the prosperity prayer that has been going on for close to 5 years now. It's a wonderful community here in this church. What communities do you find that you reap great joy in being with?
People I work with.
The people you work with, yes. Family, thank you. It's great to be with our community of our family. What else? The library, thank you. I love the men and women who are in the pool 5 days a week with me, moving, pushing water around my aqua community. The senior center is wonderful community. Free lunch every day. The prayer chaplains and the board of trustees. Do you,
Friends.
friends? Did someone say Walmart? Thank you. Saves my life when my battery's empty. All I need to do is go to Walmart and my battery fills back up. I'm an extrovert, if you didn't know. But these very aspects of connecting with others, whether it's a new community or a long-standing community, where these are the places where we can add our energy, our creativity, our thoughts, our questions to who and what we are as a community. And as we commune with others and celebrate our time with others, what happens to us? We fill up. We're more satisfied. We're richly blessed. And I also learn about myself by listening to you. So it's a co-creative experience. And this is the value of celebrating our community and the fact that we are in community. Carlos Santana, great musician, was born and raised and got his introduction to music in Mexico. And he speaks of something that we can kind of connect with a song by a certain John Lennon that speaks of the very same thing. But this touches my heart so deeply. One day there will be no borders, no boundaries, no flags, no countries, and the only passport will be the heart. If we truly acknowledge this as a possibility, it's a worthy goal. Because there is no boundary in God, the divine, our divine nature. And from that spiritual level, we're all one. Which means if I do anything for you, I'm doing it to myself. And what does every border or boundary or separation do to our oneness with others? It cuts it off, separates us. And yes, it will be a long time before there's no borders. But humanity does grow and change. Millennia ago, Western Europe was a bunch of small fiefdoms fighting and killing each other all the time. And now they share the same money. If we choose to compromise, to open to others, to really listen to others, we realize there's not much difference between you and I. That very nature of being one with God is the very nature of being with you. So we can celebrate community by honoring the great value that each and every single life is. Not based on what language they speak, not based on what they wear, or what they eat, or what direction they turn to when they pray or think. Every living person. And in truth, if we're trying to, how do we get a picture of that oneness? Just think of that first picture from space of planet Earth. This beautiful, alive ball that's a speck in the universe. And on that speck is our oneness. So how can we incorporate celebrating that community to invite everyone to the table, everyone to the meal, everyone to share in the music? We are God's hands and God's feet. And the words that we say have impact and power. And in that, we are celebrating community. And our personal exploration this week calls to this. The first one, engage with others. If we engage with others, we've got a head start in learning something about their community and their family and what they do. Follow your interests. If you do what you like to do, you do what you're good at, you might find yourself sitting in a circle at the New Braunfels Library, knitting and crocheting with others. You might find yourself running and having others to run with. You might find others to go to dirty bingo with. The wise woman can tell you about that. And that leads us to this next part. Have fun. There are so many ways to learn. The cosmic 2x4, not fun. Hard knocks, making a mess and making a mistake and learning from it. Valuable learnings, but I love to learn by having fun. I like to learn by laughing at myself. I love to learn by being present to the joy that is. Today's daily word is joy. The second one is volunteer. Helping others is a true path to forgetting about all your troubles. As soon as we help others, we are in the process of being present and realizing that all our stuff is not really that important. When we're zoomed in on it, and that's all that we can perceive, it seems like it's really big, but it's really small. And also, helping others gives us the opportunity to be in community. And number 3, take good care of yourself. There's no one else who's going to do it as well as you can do it. If you need more rest, get more rest. If you need exercise, get more exercise. If you need to write poetry because you need to put into words this flow of ideas and feeling in you, then write some poetry. We know what works for us. For some of us, it's a long, hot bath. For others, it might be just a quick shower. For others, it might be vegan food or meat and potatoes. Taking care of yourself is honoring this temple, this vessel that is the very presence of the divine. Every cell of our being is divine because there's no place where God is not. And in that, we are living, we're breathing, and we're taking the values of Cinco de Mayo and of the Mexican people and incorporating it in our heart as we celebrate community. Thank you. So let's set everything aside and open our heart to this time of meditation as Rudy and Emily help guide us there with some music. Breathing easy. Right now. There's nothing we need to do. And it feels good to let go and allow ourselves the opportunity to open to grace. And so we might breathe in a little deeper, allowing ourselves to be fully present. There's no place, there's nothing required to be one with God. It just is. And it's in this energy and aliveness that we now just rest in the presence, in the silence. Yes. This opening, this presence. May we become increasingly aware of how the presence of the divine is in and through everything that we do. And as we accept that, embrace it, and own it, we bring our attention back into this room. We might wiggle our fingers or wiggle our toes, roll our head, And when we're ready, we open our eyes. And then we'll say the affirmation that goes with today's talk 3 times together. Together. I unite with others in faith and love. I unite with others in faith and love. I unite with others in faith and love. And so it is. And with that, the Lord's Prayer, which Jesus brought forth to his disciples by the request of, teach us to pray. And in his language of Aramaic, he said, Abun the Boshmaya, Nitakanata Mamash, Te Te Makuta, Nave Sedina Aikana the Boshwaya, O Paraha, Harlan Lakmansum, Kanan Yomana, Boshwoklan Habain, Dapanan, Shwakin El Hayarain. Ula talan enisiona, ela pasam embisha, madal miki makuta, uhaila, utish bokta, la alam. Amen. Amen. And this translation of that Aramaic into English is Father, Mother, birther, and breath of all. Create a space inside us and fill it with your presence. Oneness now prevail. Your one desire flows through ours as energy fills all forms. Give us this day our physical and spiritual nourishment. Untangle the knots of error that bind us as we release others. Don't let appearance make us forgetful of the source, but free us to act appropriately. For age to age from you comes the glorious harmony of life. May these words be fertile ground from which our future grows. Amen. And with that, we're blessed by this music with Rudy and Emily, the song by Rudy Hart, The Family Man.
We are all born to be dreamers. We are all blessed by our dreams. Our get part torn to pieces, and yet get stronger it seems. We keep our minds and hearts open, doing the best that we can. And we will never stop hoping. We are the family of man and woman together. We are the family of man and woman together. We're seeking freedom in China. We've torn down walls in Berlin. We're finding hope in South Africa, in Ukraine and Gaza again. We keep our eyes on the future, doing the best that we can. We are all sisters and brothers. We are the family of man and woman together. Won't you join me in affirming? We are the family of man and woman together. dance the drums in the village. We dance for funerals and feasts. Our lives are woven together from the west to the east. We keep our hearts and minds open to win the best that we can. We are all sisters and brothers. We are the family of man and woman. Together, won't you sing it out loud? Our family of man and woman. We are the family of man and woman together.
Wonderful. Do you have any newcomers today? Anyone visiting us the first time? Would you rather not to speak? Well, we'd love to know your name and where you're from.
My name is Jean. I'm from New Braunfels.
Well, wonderful, Jean. Welcome. And in this community, we have a tradition of blessing people. We love to do that. And the way that we do that is we rub our hands, connecting our hands with our heart. We say, dear friend, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ in you. Namaste. Welcome. And did you get a welcome packet? If you fill out that yellow card and give it back to the usher, they gave that to you, there's a gift in the basket. You can choose that. But even if you don't fill that out, you can get a gift out of the basket. It's just one of those things. But interesting, okay? So we don't have, I'm all confused. This is the time where we honor those people online. So let's turn around, let's wave to them, let's blow them a kiss. We welcome our online viewers, whether you're watching the live stream right now or joining us anytime this next week in the comfort of your own time. And blessings on you because you're part of our community, and blessings to you. Now is the time in our service where we have the opportunity to decide what it is we choose to give. Jean, your presence is enough, but you can come forward and get an affirmation. In this, we identify the love offering, the tithe, or the Focus Fund contribution that we want to make. It can also be a time of setting the intention of a prayer of gratitude or a prayer of wholeness for your life or for this community. Set the intention on your heart as we say this affirmation together. I am one with the opulence of God. I am now in the flow of infinite abundance, and I give thanks for the prosperity that is mine by divine right. And with that, we do our walk of abundance. We come forward, we place our love offerings, our tithes, our gratitude, our prayers. We just fill that shiny copper bowl with all of that love. And then from the wooden bowl, we take an affirmation. Go ahead and take extra affirmations to give to others this week. And let's celebrate with the walk of abundance. Wonderful. So let's all raise up our hearts to say thank you for these wonderful blessings. These offerings given in love are the very foundation of how we do our vision and mission in the world. And may they return back to us 100-fold. Thank you. And as we open ourselves to the blessings that flow through God's omnipotence, we know that every prayer is answered. Every prayer that's in the prayer box in the foyer, every prayer on our heart. This divine nature within us finds ways to bring forth wholeness, healing, balance, reconciliation, prosperity, and joy. We are so blessed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Amen.
And again, my name is Stephen Cleverly. It is my pleasure and privilege to be your prayer chaplain on duty today. And after the service, I will be down in one of the front pews here if I could be of any prayer service to you.
Thank you. Today is our Sunday potluck. Please join us. There's plenty of food. It'll be in the back. If you have any questions on where the food is, just ask anyone. It's a wonderful way to break bread and celebrate our community together.
Today, following potluck, there's going to be something very unique and interesting. It's going to be a poetic reading, Dancing with the Divine, with Nicola Hudier. Thank you very much. Nicola Hudier, and it'll be right here in the sanctuary.
Yes, wonderful opportunity. And there are only 2 pews left for sale. So if you would like a pew, it's $100. Just tell me. If you've already told me, it's in reserve. We'll hold on to the pews until the chairs arrive, which will be about 17 weeks or something. So anyway, it's a good thing.
And Painting Team Day is going to be Tuesday, May 7th at 11 a.m. And joy for joy, some of us are going to be happy about this. They're going to be painting the men's room.
Yes.
I know the women are just thrilled with that.
Pete's done great work at restoring there's a lot of water damage from a leak in the ceiling in the men's room, and there's other stuff, and Pete's done great work at getting that restored so we can go in and paint it out. So thank you, Pete. So let me know if you can help. And tomorrow night's game night, and I love game night. It's so fun to play and have fun. You can bring a game. We have lots of games. Bring a snack, appetizer, so bring a friend. We do have a lot of fun.
And we are in the process of sign up for Gourmet with God. It's a fundraiser that we do through the summer, and certain people are opening up their homes to host these get-togethers, another community. Mm-hmm. And there are signups on a table out there, and there's 4 so far. They're all excellent. One's a Hawaiian, one's a Mexican, one of them mm-hmm. is a swimming and savory. But there is one I would like to just mention. It's different than the others, and that is John and Marty Nunamaker on Monday, the 27th, Memorial Day, is going to be opening up their home. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you had the slides. Well, it's still my thing.
Go ahead.
Is opening up the home for basically a Memorial Day barbecue. And it's $15 a person for the adults. Kids are free. Bring a swimsuit, bring a towel. And I will tell you this, if you haven't enjoyed the hospitality of the Nunamakers, they throw a good party. They really do.
They have a limit, only 100 people. So There'll be lawn games, swimming, pony rides. So that's one of the options. In order to reserve or put your name on the list, you need to pay. So it is a fundraiser, so you need to pay for it. Of course, the kid's name we put down, there's no charge for the kids. Also, Reverend Sandra Van Gilliman is going to have a pool party, and the menu is right there on the information of the sign-up sheet. She has 7 seats available for $50 a person. There's a Fiesta Mexican vegetarian dinner with Reverend Gary and Owen. There are 6 seats available. That slide didn't get changed, Owen. 6 seats available for $50, and a Hawaiian luau with Roger and Lori Atkinson, 8 seats at $50. They say you can come and learn how to hula. So there's wonderful opportunities, so consider them, and if you want to sign up, I will be there after the service if anyone has any questions or wants to pay for one of those outings. And if you still want to host one of these, just let me know and we'll set you up so that you can have wonderful community in your space as well.
I have a question.
Yes.
Those folks that are seeing us on live stream and later in the week, how can they get signed up?
All they need to do is call the church Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday between 10 and 4 and talk to me, and I can take the card, I can reserve you, and that's a good question.
Oh, that's what I do.
Men in Unity on May 10th is inviting everyone, men, women, and children, to the best, in Owen, my opinion, Indian dinner buffet. It is absolutely magnificent. It's the India Taj Palace in San Antonio. And because it's so far away in the big city, we'll have carpooling. The carpool will leave here at 4:30, or we can meet there at 5:30. Now, if you just cannot even handle Indian food or having an opportunity to be in community and enjoying great food, you can also go to the play written and directed and performed by Elizabeth Briggs, along with 2 other student productions. Her play is The Blossoms of the Underworld, also May 10th from 5 to 6:30. It's $5 at Oak Run Middle School. So on Friday, May 10th, you have options.
And our Unity book sale is still on. Are we going to be here for a little while with it? It keeps adding books.
The books keep coming, and since we didn't have Family Promise, I decided to leave it out there. The books are wonderful, and so we'll keep the book sale going until after next week. So Mother's Day book sale will still be here, and then I'll box it up and deliver the books elsewhere.
And as you just mentioned, Family Promise for this starting that was going to start today, it has been canceled. We do want to thank all of you that had signed up for it. We are keeping that in our back pocket for next time. So we're just changing the dates on your sign up.
We have 3 other hosting opportunities this year, and we hold Family Promise in our prayers. They're really doing very well. They've got a new board members, a new interim director. They're hiring a social worker, and the timing didn't quite work out for this week. They'll probably have someone for next week, but that won't be our host week. But it's all good. And now, the special music with Rudy Harson, Emily Briggs, Rudy's song, We Are One.
We are the wheel, we are the turning, we are the lessons, and we are the learn. We are the strangers, we are the strange, we are the changers, and we are the chains, and we are one. We are one. We are one together. Won't you sing it, feel it with us? We are one. We are one. We are one together. We are the pride, we are the shame, we are the blessing, and we are the blame. We are the shadow, we are the light. We are the fighters, and we are the fight. Sing it. We are one. We are one. We are one together. Sounding mighty pretty now. We are one. We are one. We are one together. We are the farmers, we are the land. Nothing can harm us if we understand that. We are the hammer, we are the nail. We are the jailers and we are the jail. Saying we are one. We are one. We are one together. 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 We are. Let's sing the last word all together now. We are
And we want to thank our online community for being with us today. It's the end of the live stream, but it's not the end of this journey. Blessings on your life and welcome to our oneness. Namaste.